Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be running through these uplink throws, and these are kind of what I would classify as advanced and kind of situational. I doubt you'll be able to use these too much in terms of in actual games, but at the same time, I do think that these are going to be handy if you do need them, and comes down to it, and you actually hit one of these like as a buzzer beater or something, it'd be pretty sick to go in theater and look at. But as I said, I do think these will take a lot of practice, and I don't think that you're just going to be able to pull this off like in a game or whatever randomly, especially in a competitive like environment when it's actually going to be like serious players who are holding down certain positions with assault rifles and stuff. And even this throw at the start here, most of the time an enemy is going to be on that little white truck tanks thing right there, and it's going to be tough. So you're going to want to have probably people you're calling out with, or you're probably just going to have to get lucky if you're playing arena on your own or something. So I would say these are probably more competitive based, not necessarily arena. Like, although, you know, arena is quote unquote competitive gameplay, at the same time, it's obviously nowhere near as serious. And I have played in a comp team at the start of BO3, and that's only the really real reason I know these throws, or else I doubt I would have practiced them. But I do think this is kind of cool, and I did make a video like this probably about 6 months ago, so this is kind of a quote unquote updated one, but there's maybe about 3 or 4 new throws in here that I didn't have in the old video. So hopefully you guys do learn a new throw from this video, and if you want to go check out my old one, it's basically the same throws, but sort of talking a little bit more in depth about them. And this one's probably one of my favorite, this one coming up here. I use this all the time. It helps a lot in arena when you're playing solo, because people don't really expect it, and you can get the throw off really quickly over the rock. As I said, the first one right here where the tank is, it's not really likely when you're playing like on your own or with bad teammates, because yeah, it's not really going to happen. There's always going to be someone on that tank. So I prefer to wrap it to the left here and then go for this throw on the side. It's a lot, I guess, easier in a sense, and really you don't have much of an opportunity to get shot by the enemies unless they push right up. So basically, infection isn't too advanced. I didn't actually put any church side throws in here because they're all really easy. You just throw them over the church or over the wall, and I mean, I could have put some in here, but I did put a lot of them in my old video, so if you want to go check that out, that's where the church side of infection, those throws are going to be. But yeah, I definitely say if you can, try and learn this one here, throwing it over the wall, because that's really good. But now we're going to jump onto Breach, and Breach, this is my favorite map for throws, man. Me and my buddy, like, I'm not saying I'm the first person to figure this out, but me and my buddy, like, we were just stuffing around with this for hours when I used to play comp, well, my old comp teammate, and this was super, super fun. These were fun as to figure out, and they're super tough, but I'm going to show you guys one from the ground here, not off the top cube, and that's probably more, you know, match simulated kind of thing. Like, obviously I'm doing in private match on my own, but off the ground is probably a lot more realistic, because for you to get time to jump on top of the cube, when I'd say an assault rifle player is probably going to be top broken or top AC on this side, for example, you're probably not really going to have time to jump on top of the cube, so you're going to want to go for the throw off the ground. And I do both sides off the ground because, yeah, as I said, I'd rather show someone this like a match realistic situation where they're going to actually be able to implement it. But Breach is some pretty cool throws, and we got off the ground here. I mean, they're not, as I say, super match realistic, because there's usually going to be an assault rifle player top broken or top AC. But if you can pull these off, they're very overpowered throws for the team. And here we go on Fringe. Now this one's super consistent. Once you get this, you're usually going to be able to hit it most of the time, and I do hit this a lot in arena, uplink, and I did used to hit this a lot when I used to play comp. But it kind of does rely on your teammate usually being like on Z, or usually pushed up on the truck up there, so that you do have a little bit of map control, because if there is an enemy top bun or to the right next to little room, then you're usually going to get cut off and get shot in midair, and it's kind of tough to hit this throw when you're getting shot at, so keep that in mind. But this next throw is, once again, kind of a little bit unrealistic. It's very unlikely that you're not going to get shot at when you're going for this one. Usually they're going to be spawning like Peaches, Dome, or they're going to be spawning in tin, and they're going to be there. If you be realistic, there's probably going to be enemies there, unless your team's like just completely slaying them out and cutting them all off. I doubt that you're going to be able to hit this throw too much, but this is a pretty sick one if you do master it, and if you can hit this consistently. Obviously these are very good for the team. You're going to be able to get a lot of 1-pointers on the board, and 2-pointers on BO3 can be kind of hard, especially in arena when you're playing solo, because your teammates don't normally know what they're doing. They're normally just like trying to get kills. They're not really like pushing up and blocking spawns or anything. So these 2 throws here are just kind of me stuffing around, and I doubt you'll be able to hit these, like get enough time. The first one maybe, but it's yeah, as I said, very situational and based on, you know, where your teammates are positioned, and obviously you got to use your minimap a lot. But Evac's actually a really good map for throws, obviously because of all the wall runs. There is the outer wall run on the left side of the map, on the second hardpoint side of the map, but I didn't really show any of those because I did a lot of those in my first uplink throws video I made, which I'm going to leave in the description, link to, if you want to go check it out. But these ones are, I've never seen anyone do that before actually, so I thought that was pretty nice, that one. But yeah, there is, I guess, a lot of throws on every map. There's a lot of variants, like there's hundreds, probably thousands of them, but these are probably the best ones, and the best ones for matches if you ask me. I would say these are probably more competitive match based, like actually playing in a team and calling out rather than just playing arena or whatever, which is quote unquote competitive. But yeah, I would say that it would probably help if you are calling out and your teammates sort of pushing the enemies back a little bit compared to just running in on your own like I am in this private match on my own. It's very, very different. But if you guys did learn a new throw from this video, it would be appreciated if you could leave the video a like and let me know in the comments if you do happen to pull them off in a game, whether it be competitive or arena or whatnot. And this side here is, I've showed a lot of these on my old video, but I just sort of make this again because it's kind of updated. But this last one, I actually just figured out on my own earlier. Obviously, I'm probably not the world's first, but I thought that was pretty sick because it's very match situational. But if you guys enjoyed the commentary and the video, leave the video a like. Have a good day, guys. Peace out.
Remember, anything is possible.
I love this music, but still I question if it's real, cause just 2 years ago I only wrote these songs so I could heal. But now I'm getting all these messages from people around the world. It's so crazy, there's a feeling that nobody else can steal. We in this together, I told you. It's more than just music, it's more than my views. It's more than those people who told me again and again that we never could do this. So go ahead and laugh now. Funny people coming back now, even though they backed me in the background. And I'm back rising with the facts now, and that's real.